Good morning. Eyes up, hearts up, mind sharp, compassion on full blast. Okay, let's go. The next thing that we were gonna do was our Dear Evan Hansen lesson, so I'll have to save that for when we come back. It's a really fun unit. So I guess one thing you can do if you have a little bit of extra time is listen to the Dear Evan Hansen soundtrack. It's really, really good. So today is Tuesday. I put a lesson for you on vocabulary. It's vocabulary lesson number 7. It's about Ray Charles, and I made all of the activities available to you so that if you are just kind of bored and you kind of want to play around on vocabulary, you can access all of those. And I didn't put a due date on it, so you can have access to that for as long as you want. I want to make sure you know that if you're not able to do these assignments, you're not going to be getting a 0 for it later. I understand that you might be really busy. Maybe you're helping to take care of siblings or family members. Maybe your Wi-Fi is not really working. Maybe you just have other things keeping you busy. And so if you don't do it, it's okay. But I just wanted to put this up for you so that we can continue sharpening our minds, continue working on our vocabulary, and just have something to do. So the words that you'll be looking at today are a lot. This one actually is one word and it has 2 L's. So a lot, conventional, haven, ornate, sublime, assimilate, deceptive, instill, phenomenon, surpass, bountiful, foster, memoir, shackle, and theme. So your assignment for today is to watch the video and then do whichever activities you feel like doing. If there's some that you skip, that's fine with me. But what I would really like you to do is to leave a comment on Google Classroom, put a class comment down here, and just let us know how you're doing. Just check in with us. And to make it a little bit more interesting, I'm gonna ask you to use at least one of the words on the vocabulary list from this lesson. So pick one of the words that you can incorporate into your answer and just say hi, let us know how you're doing. How is social distancing going for you so far? The other thing you can be doing right now is finding a book to read. So later on this week or maybe next week, I'm gonna give you an assignment that has you go through a novel and analyze it through different lenses. So right now is a good time to pick a book and start reading a book. So I'm not gonna be keeping track of how much you read. You really start this assignment after you've already read the book. The only thing you do while you're reading the book is just keep track of any vocabulary words that you didn't know. So I'll give this to you soon so that you're able to start filling in those vocabulary words. And then we're just going to be looking at whichever book you choose. You can choose anything, it doesn't matter to me, but we'll be looking at that book through different literary lenses, and I'll make videos for you explaining the different literary lenses so that hopefully you're not too confused. And because we're just looking at those different lenses, you could do a book that you've already read before. So if you don't have a book at your house that you haven't read, find something that you have read before and you would be willing to look at again. This will be kind of a fun thing for us to do all together. So I'm looking at my bookshelves right here. I have so many books, trying to decide which book I should choose. Maybe, I think I'm gonna do this one. This one's called The Birch Bark House by Louise Erdrich. And it's a young adult book, so this will be something that I can recommend to you guys later and I'll put in our classroom after I read it. So I'll use this as our example as we're going through the unit, and then if it sounds interesting to you, you can borrow it later. It looked kind of short, which is why I picked it, but it's 239 pages. How is that 239 pages? That's kind of weird, but okay, I'm gonna read this one. So later on this week, I'm gonna ask you which book you chose, so start looking for a book now, and we'll get started on that project in a little while. So I hope you're all doing well. Leave me a comment, incorporate one of the vocabulary words, and I'll see you tomorrow.